JB?
Judith, please!
JB? Hang in there!
Judith! I didn't expect to see you here.
What the fuck was that? Every damn night, every damn nightmare. At least the nights are more exciting than whatever I've been up to. Just what have I been up to this time? My phone. What happened to it?
I had a phone, now I don't. It must be here somewhere. Looks like I had a party of 4, all by myself. I feel something in my memory stirring. I'll go all in and say this was today's dinner. There might be more clues about. A page of the daily newspaper. Ugh, I'm going to be sick. Chief Yeager, my former boss. Isn't that just a face even a mother would punch? Most upsetting view after waking up, or any time of day. I should just stop reading newspapers altogether. I got this music box as a present from my grandpa. I always wondered why it was so important to him. Even as a child, I found it too kitschy. I think it needs a very special key to wind it up. And I don't have it. The back is broken in 2. Maybe someone missed their sitting target.
I have all the clues I need.
Fried noodles, beer, and weed. My usual dinner. I was just enjoying a smoke and then I saw this face. I might have been upset about it. In my upsetness, I might have been tossing things around. I remember throwing something across the room. A newspaper article featuring my old boss, Chief Yeager. I had a phone, now I don't. It must be here somewhere. Let's see. If I was standing here, tossing things, and my phone was one of them, from this angle, it's somewhere under the shelves. But there was no fight. At all. Well, that's depressing. All right, let's get you out of here. What the fuck?
I have 53 unread messages, all from Johannes. I meant JB, of course. And a voicemail.
Hi, sis! Come and join us at the Bison ASAP. The vibe is great. What's this? Oh, we're in the Wolper Tingerbrow tent. And bring some cash. We're kind of running dry over here. Bye!
I really don't get why my bro loves Oktoberfest so much. I mean, why go to a place to drink lots of beer when you can get perfectly drunk at home? And you don't have to put up with all the other drunken ass. Huh. I think that came from the door. That's where I found my phone. All that belonged to Grandpa. Most of it relates to that case he was always talking about. His unsolved mystery. As a child, I thought it was a bit kooky. Now, though, I understand him all too well. Much like me, he had this case he was obsessed with. Unlike me, he kept a useful journal. Maybe I'll take a look at it sometime. I wonder if Grandma dying so early made him a bit, weird. Granddad's old police identification. Wonder what he would think about his granddaughter being dismissed at age 35. A newspaper article. March 13th, 2017. Motorcyclist narrowly escapes death. It's about my accident. Accident. Yeah, right. Assault would be the right word. They threw me out of the job. And they tried to kill me, I'm sure of it. I came too close to their lies, crimes, and corruption. Scumbags. Someday, I'll have proof. Huh. Someone shoved a letter under my door. It looks very old-fashioned. It even has a wax seal. And the symbol on it is a frog. My phone. And guess what? I use it to make calls. It has a wax seal on it, like in those weird period dramas. Maybe I'm invited to a ball. The last event I went to seemed awful at first, but ended up being quite lit. Let's see. Huh. It looks like a poem. The one where the words matter as much as the shape they're written in. These poems have some obscure name. Kali... I knew it once. Yeah, Grandpa was very much into them. It doesn't matter now. O daughter of the son of the seeker, go find the answer to questions unknown. Look for them at the brassy figure, a saint you vow exist. Areola relit ifs. A bond between us that yet requires trust. Guess it's some sort of riddle leading to a location? This is the first time in weeks I've gotten any sort of information. Might as well follow it and see where it goes. These poems have some Grandpa was. O daughter of the son of the seeker, go find the answer to questions unknown. Look for them at the brassy figure, a saint you vow exist. Areola relit ifs. A bond between us that yet requires trust. Guess it's some sort of riddle leading to a location? Daughter of the son of the seeker. Who is the seeker here? What I do know is that my grandpa was into these kind of poems. Maybe he collected some in his folder of weirdness? Wait, this shape. That's the Bavaria statue. Kind of unexpected. I mean, it fits though. She's the saint of the city. I wonder what it means. The statue is a personification of the Free State of Bavaria. The statue overlooks the massive space where the Oktoberfest is held. I don't see how those two are related. The poem in the journal entry must be talking about the Torresian Visa. That's where the Bavaria statue is located, and the annual Oktoberfest. I guess I'll be going to Oktoberfest after all. The Bavaria statue is right next to the Wiesen. Looks like I'm going to Oktoberfest after all. JB will be ecstatic. If he's still conscious. Here we are. The Bavaria statue overlooking the Oktoberfest Gaudi. But I'm not here to enjoy myself. Couldn't if I wanted to. To be honest, prices are insane. JB said he'd be in the Woltinger Brow tent. How can you afford drinks there? Focus. I need to figure out what's up with this statue. Then I can worry about JB's spending habits. Ooh, that is a good-looking motorcycle. Whoever owns it knows what a good time looks like.
Oh, didn't expect to find anything other than Bavarian folk music here.
You know, I've been getting that a lot tonight. Guess that means I'm doing something right, don't you think?
So, how's it playing the xylophone at Oktoberfest?
Oh, it's not a xylophone. It's called a vibraphone.
Sorry, my bad.
Don't worry. It's an easy enough mistake to make. Playing it here is going surprisingly well. I drew quite the crowd when I was performing. Now it seems people have lost interest, though. I'm thinking about heading home.
Oh, do you know anything about the statue?
Not much. I enjoy going inside, though. It's also fun to climb up. There's a great view over the festival.
Oh, do you know anything about the statue?
It's up.
Whose motorcycle is that?
Not mine, unfortunately. There's a man who occasionally enters the statue. I think he's doing repair work inside. I had to move some of his bags out of the way.
See you later.
So, this is where they store all the old beer kegs.
All right, I'm in. Now what? The person who wrote the letter knew my grandpa. Maybe I can find something useful in his journal. This is one of the last pages in the journal. That doesn't work. I should try something else. Let's try something else. The poem in the journal entry, that's where I guess... That's quite a noticeable bag. I suppose it belongs to the musician outside. A large duffel bag, large enough to store some good tools. Huh. The line looks quite weird when it's inverted. Someone left a notepad here. Huh. I can see a part of Wiesen from here. From here, all I can really see are 3 tents. The Altwasser tent, the Detrop tent, and the Voltingebrau tent. A typical metal ladder for reaching high up places. Or normal places when you're my height. The notepad is empty, but this... Bavaria statue is a key to the legacy. Maybe there's a hidden compartment. I couldn't find anything. Letter from the archive seems useless meandering. Except this line. I stare from her eyes and witness my legacy. I now know where I can safely entrust my treasure to. That's it. Whose notepad is this? And why are they also looking into the Bavaria statue? This doesn't make any sense. There were 3 tents in view. The Detrop tent, the Voltingebrau tent, and the Altwasser tent. The riddle is likely talking about the tents I saw. But what's so special about these tents? Maybe other people know. I think they're not connected.
Hi again. Do you know anything about the bags inside the statue?
One of them is mine. The others? No idea. I think it belongs to this man who's been going in and out all day.
Do you know anything about the beer tents over there?
Oh, sorry. I don't actually drink beer.
You must be having a terrible time.
At least I'm not spending everything I'm earning here.
See you later.
All these barrels have weird symbols on them. They use these hammers to open up the barrels. That's a funny looking key. I'll take it just in case. There's not much else I can find here, let alone secret compartments. This key has 4 teeth that can be put in different positions. Which tooth shall I adjust?
Hey there, sis. Didn't think you would actually show up.
Just because I didn't answer your 500 messages.
Oh, I assumed that was because your grandma phone finally found peace.
Hey, watch it. This phone will outlive you and me both. And how are things with you?
Living the dream.
I mean, outside this tent.
Better than you, I can tell you. Why don't you ever respond to my calls?
I just have stuff to do.
Yeah, so much stuff. Like being unemployed is much work.
Thanks for reminding me.
Someone should look out for you. We should hang out more.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, have you ever been inside the Bavaria statue?
That lady's too tall, even for me.
Hardy har, I mean, do you know anything about her? Like, is there something hidden or something?
You ask the weirdest questions. Let me think. She was finished in 1850. State of the art at the time. She's cast in bronze. That's why you can go inside and see the negative shapes of all the details. She had a bit of trouble during the Third Reich. The Nazis had plans to destroy her, or at least alter her. Some say they actually did. And she hides the entry to the Hollow Earth.
What?
I'm just messing with you, sis. The part about the Nazis altering her is true, though. Not sure about the hiding something.
Yeah, well, thanks. I could use a drink.
Too bad. I'm all out of cash. Didn't you hear my voice message? But I thought you came to rescue me from soberness.
Huh. The family resemblance between you two is uncanny. Do you know anything about these beer tents?
I know I like hanging out in them.
What can you tell me about the tribe?
Roman Catholic Vanguard. Their beer doesn't even abide to the Reinheitsgebot.
And the tent?
The tent? The tent certainly doesn't abide to the Reinheitsgebot.
I forgot how annoying you are when you're drunk. What can you tell me about Wolpentingebräu?
Oh, heck yeah! Wolpentingebräu! The good stuff!
Anything else?
Why the questions?
You know, just a thing I'm investigating.
Getting yourself in trouble again?
Who made you suddenly the older sibling?
I see the position like a timeshare. Anyhow, about that tent. There's like stories. Hold on.
Why are you taking your phone out?
Because if you didn't have such a brick for a phone, you could have looked this up yourself. Ah, here it is. Wolpentingebräu, founded in 1383, it exchanged hands over the centuries, but was eventually taken over by Joseph Schulaim, pillar of the community. Until he had to flee the city, never to be seen again. 'Cause he was Jewish, and the Nazis, they didn't like that. Real assholes, those Nazis. Oh, here's about the legacy. He really liked this spot. And so, ever since he fled, the tent has stood on this spot, unchanged. Because if there's anything Bavarians like more than beer, it's tradition, linked to beer.
What can you tell me about the Altwasser tent?
Cheap beer with regrettable consequences. They replaced half of the alcohol with sweeteners. Who does that?
What about the tent?
Huh, never seen it before now.
Enough about tents. See you later. I think this might be the relevant tent. The logo is strange. I thought the Voltinger was a rabbit thing, but here it is, a lion. Joseph Schulaim was the owner of the Voltingerbräu. No. No. Why? No. Hey, Dora. Enjoying the Wizen?
Not exactly enjoying. I enjoy seeing you here, though.
Long time no see.
Yeah, surprised you left your flat. I dig your tortured ex-cop shtick.
How are things going then?
Alright, still love criminal psychology. Can't wait to be a mad psychological genius, a rogue detective chasing down some psychopath.
Great life goal.
I know!
What do you know about the Bavaria statue?
Not much more than what JB just told you.
Do you know anything about these beer tents?
Maybe. What would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the Trop tent?
Huh, that's some heavy beer. It's made by an order of monks called the Trappists. Much like every monastic order before them, they wanted to return to simplicity.
If simplicity means high alcohol specialty beer, sign me up.
Right. But is there anything special about the tent?
Nothing more than whoever's sponsoring them must have a lot of cash on hand.
They say it's the Roman Catholic Church trying to get us all drinking.
Of course it is, JB.
What can you tell me about the Voltingebräu tent?
That's the tent we're in right now. Ever since I've known about Oktoberfest, it's been here, at this exact spot. Apparently, it's a tradition.
What can you tell me about Altwasser?
That it tastes like it sounds. It was recently launched by a big American corporation. They wanted something that sounded authentically German. If you want to get drunk for less money, that's your tent right there.
Let's go there!
I'm not that desperate, and neither are you.
So, it's a new tent.
First time they're at the Wiesn. And nobody knows how they convinced the city to allow an American corporation here at Oktoberfest. Weird stuff.
Enough about tents.
Why are you so into beer tents all of a sudden? New hobby?
Just a thing I'm looking into. Nothing special.
That's also what I say when I'm up to nothing suspicious at all.
Ever heard of the name Joseph Chaloin?
The brewer who had to flee the Nazis? Typical, well-loved member of the community who grew eccentric over time. The Nazis trying to overthrow the government in his beer hall in 1923 didn't help.
How do you know so much about him anyway?
Munich's history is fascinating, especially the things the city's embarrassed about. Sometime I should tell you about all the witch burnings that happened here.
What was that?
He was the owner. In 1923, his beer... he fled...
See you later. Something has clicked. I can't move the teeth anymore. Looks like I solved it. I think this might be the relevant tent. The logo is strange. Joseph Schlein was the owner of the Voltingerbrau. Oh, the tent was Joseph's. Let's try something else. What do these two things have in common? All these barrels have... They use the... Hi again. Do you know anything?
Oh,
You?
at least
See you later. Ooh, whoever owns... Huh. The line looks quite weird when it's inverted. That's quite a noticeable... A large duffel. A typical met or normal. All that belong. I wonder if Granddad's. I need to combine something with it in order to call somebody. I don't see how the... Let's try something. I should try... I think they're not... That doesn't work. I should try something else. The poem in... That's where the Bavaria step... I guess, I think they're not... This doesn't make it... That doesn't work. I don't see... Let's try something else. I should try... What do the... I don't see it. Let's try something else. Let's try something... Schlein's legacy, the Voltingerbrau tent. The logo on the tent. He's talking about a lion. The logo is strange. I think I've seen this before. Of course. The Lion of Lady Bavaria. Guess I'm going to take a closer look at it.
The Lion of the Lady Bavaria. I can possibly access it from the inside. I'll need a ladder to get to it. I can use this to get up to the lion's head. Not a fan of sticking arms inside of lions' mouths. Even when those mouths are inverted.
But here we go. I'm touching a metal plate with what feels like a keyhole.
I'll need a key of some sort for this.
Which I do have, in fact. That seemed to be it. There's a compartment of some sort. There's a letter inside.
And some sort of telescope? There are weird signs on it.
I can't find it anywhere. I swear I had it.
We should go.
You don't get it. Without the notes, I won't be able to find it.
Then we do Plan B.
Just let me have another look.
No, Plan B it is. We don't have time to keep messing about. Not with them getting closer every moment. Sorry, but the lady has something we need. Or no one else can have.
Deus me ignosce.
They're going to blow up the statue. I could try to fight these bikers, but let's not rush anything. Maybe I can find out why exactly they are here at all. A cipher key of some sort. Have I seen these symbols before? I have seen these symbols before, on the barrels in the beer tent. I need to investigate them, and quick. It might be this cipher key, or one of these barrels that the bikers are searching for.
I found this inside the statue. It has these dials I can turn, but nothing happens. I'm not sure what I'll do with it yet. No, why? If I push this down, I'll be able to take out one of them. Maybe both.
This is none of your business.
Judging by the contents of that bag, this is exactly my business.
That thing. How did you find that?
Smart people, smart thinking. And some help from a notepad I found.
You have no idea what you're dealing with. Give it now, and walk away.
I never walk away from a good fight. Both are down and not in a state to talk. I'll let my old colleagues sort this out for once. Shit! More bikers! Got to get away.
Judith, what's going on? Are you in trouble?
They claim I stole something from them. Which I didn't. I may have... I also hit a couple of them just now.
I mean before that.
They had explosives on them. They were planning on blowing up the statue, JB.
Who'd want to blow up Oktoberfest?
They're... some sort of cult. Hold on a minute. There they are! The ciphers!
What ciphers? What is going on?
Just keep it together and hold the door.
I think they recovered from your fists. Help me stop them.
I will, but I think there's something here I need to figure out.
Figure it out fast.
This might come in handy. A sturdy hammer, capable of smashing open a beer barrel. Each barrel has those weird symbols on them.
They're Cistercian numerals.
What? Why do you always know the weirdest shit, JB?
Just hurry up, Judith.
There are just 5 barrels with these ciphers anyway. I could try to solve it. Or just smash them to pieces and see if there's anything hidden.
Hurry!
Let's see what's in there. Beer.
Big surprise! Will you hurry up and find your thing?
I'm working on it! A cipher key of some sort. Have I seen these symbols before? I have seen these symbols before, on the barrels in the beer tent. I think they're not connected. That doesn't work. I don't see how those two are related. All right, let's do this. What is this? I'll check it out later. JB, I got it! I solved it!
Solved it! You're solving puzzles! Of all the things you could be doing right now! Like helping me stop these assholes! Or make something of your life! You're solving puzzles!
You have no idea how important this is, what I discovered. And don't judge me. I deal with things in my own way.
By not responding to my messages? By locking yourself up for weeks? Oh, by picking fights with psychopaths!
At least I'm not some irresponsible child drinking and drugging myself into an early grave.
Is that how you see me?
The door! Hold the door!
A girl like you shouldn't be in situations like these.
Wait. That voice. That voice is... He was there when I was visiting that weird club several years ago. When I was looking for the reason for my accident. He was that asshole who was performing some kind of ritual. Who are these people?
Some would call them cultists, others would call them pious. But I call them a problem.
You and me both.
Well, today's your lucky day. Now leave!
So, I have... I shouldn't talk about that. I don't think I can trust him. No, nothing. I was mistaken.
Don't fool around with me!
Sorry. It just has been a very long day.
Now stop talking and get out!
Who are you?
Not a friend. You better leave.
What do you know about me?
More than you'd be comfortable with.
Why are there all these riddles?
Good way to hide your knowledge from your many enemies. But Shulaine cared about the truth, and cared that the truth could still be found. I suggest you stop your research. Your father knew too much. Don't repeat his mistakes. Now go!
I better leave now. Thanks for the help.
Don't tell the police. They won't find any evidence anyway.
Why? Why are you looking at the bag? Wait! You're going to destroy everything?
Don't argue with me, and stop asking questions.
You can't just blow up a whole tent!
Listen. You don't need to trust me. I don't need your trust. If you stand in my way, you will have enemies against you. You wouldn't believe it.
But...
You don't even understand what chance I'm giving you! Next time, it won't be so easy. Now you both, piss off!
My head. I need to stop waking up like this. And I didn't even drink at Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest, those strange bikers, the explosion. That happened, right? What did I do afterwards? Why does my head feel like it's filled with clouds? Something has happened. Why can't I remember? I found this inside the marked barrel. It's a series of glyphs. Wait, this looks like the symbols on the sheet I found. I think I need more help for this. No. I got JB to my apartment. And I feel there's more, but it's all vague now. The slumbering headache isn't helping me. I think it needs a very special key to wind it up. And I don't have it. JB really turns this place into a mess. What's this? Doesn't look like dirt, more like flour. It smells... ugh, kind of like a swamp. My head. This stinging pain. Is this some kind of smelling salt? I haven't figured out where to go next yet. He sleeps like a baby. No big surprise, I guess. He was very drunk yesterday. Hey, time to get up.
Oh, you're back. Goody.
Wait, what? How are you holding up?
It feels like the explosion took place inside my head.
Drink some water and eat some fatty foods.
Ugh, I don't even want to think about that.
You can sleep later. What happened yesterday?
I think stuff exploded. Did we do that?
Not us, a so-called ally. Someone who seems to know a lot more than they're letting on. And who has other ambitions than keeping a crowd safe.
Uh-huh.
You said I'm back. Was I gone?
Weren't you? Are you a ninja?
No. You sure I wasn't just sleeping over there?
I didn't see you when I came out of the bathroom.
Wouldn't I remember when I went out again after all this craziness yesterday? Ow. My head hurts like crazy when I try thinking about it.
You don't look good.
I'm fine. I've got some things to figure out. Sleep tight.
On it.
I got JB to my apartment. And I feel there's more, but it's all vague now. The slumbering headache isn't helping me. Whatever this is, it's giving me a huge headache. I was gone. Let's try something else. I should try something else. Something happened between us coming back and me waking up now. That doesn't work. Let's try something else. I think they're not connected. Who should I call? Something happened. I don't see how... I think they're not... I should try. Let's try something else. That doesn't work. Something happened between us. This doesn't make it... No. I think they're not connected. I don't see how... Let's see if Grandpa mentioned anything about this. Oh, something stuck to this page. I think I've seen this before. It's a cigarette. One made from a rolled up sheet of something. It's pretty good, actually. A little of my headache just cleared up. I think I've done this before. JB said I wasn't here, and my head hurts like crazy when I think about leaving the flat. It must be a trigger for a memory. This cigarette. Brenda, I trust you not to posthumously poison me. Let's focus on leaving. Think of the door. Think of last night. Sweet pain relief. My head's clearing up. There was a knock on the door. JB was still in the bathroom. And like a total idiot, I just opened the door. I can remember a figure. He looked familiar. A familiar man. But why was he familiar? And why was he here? No. I should try something else. Let's try something else. No. What? That doesn't work. Let's try something. I think they're not. Let's focus on the white powder, white dust, and swamp smell. And then... it's like the headache is wrapped in clouds now. Hurts less. I think I can remember. Not all, but in part. A hand. The powder. Someone blew it right into my face. So this stuff didn't come from the letter at all. I was drugged by someone. I was drugged by someone. Okay, let's focus again. The man was familiar. Why? Oh, he was the same guy who came to our rescue. I had to go with him. It was important, he said. But he wouldn't tell me where we were going. But there would be someone else. I was told to go and see some mystery person. Damn it! No matter how much I'm trying to focus, it's not getting any clearer. Wait, I remember putting something in my pocket. Let's see. It looks like a business card. There's a number on one side. And on the other it says MAP. Is that a name? Or an organization? Is that who abducted me? And who my supposed ally works for? Everything points towards that one case my grandpa was working on. There's no alternative. I have to press on. Who is this map, and what does he want? No. I think I've seen this before. No. I don't see how those two are related. A business card with a number and the initials MAP. This doesn't make any sense. Let's try something else. I should try something else. That doesn't work. I should try something. I could call these people, but what would I say? I also don't know how I got away. Let's try and see who we're dealing with first. Let's try something else. A business card with a... It's a cigarette. I found this, and it's a series of glyphs. I found this... When I look through the lens, I can see, only gibberish. Not sure if those are letters or numbers. I think I did something wrong. I found this inside the... It's a series of glyphs. A cipher key of some sort. No. Why? He sleeps like a baby. I've got some things to figure out.
On it.
March 13th, 2017. Motorcyclist narrowly escapes death. It's about my accident. Accident. Yeah, right. Assault would be the right word. I think it needs... And I don't... I haven't figured out where to... This doesn't make any sense. That doesn't work. I think they're... I can't just call these guys without... I don't see how the... I should try. I think I need to do something. I think I need more. Let's try something else. I don't see how the... Let's try something... That doesn't work. I think they're not... I should try... No. Let's try something else. I don't see how... This doesn't make any... That doesn't work. A business card. Let's try something else. No. Let's try something... I think I need to do something... I don't see it. I think they're not... I think I need to do something... My grandpa loved his ciphers. I need to combine... I should try... Let's see if I can decipher this. The page in my journal should help me. It reads... 6 feet under the former resting place of 11 false heroes. A temple for true villains. Guess that leads me to the next place I need to check out. "6 feet under the former resting place of 11 false heroes. A temple for true villains." That doesn't work. Let's try something else. Let's see if I can find something in Grandpa's old journal. Seems he was also following the tracks of Shaline. According to his notes, I need to go to the Aaron Temple? Oh, right. That place. I know it. It's near Königsplatz. The temples themselves were destroyed. The foundations are still there, though. I think JB can sleep off last night on his own. Time to head out and see what explodes this time. With all these lost memories and stuff, I hope it's not my head. Here we are. That overgrown thing there is the foundation of the so-called Aaron Temple. The note on the map said 6 feet under, so do I have to dig up some Nazi graves? There's something underneath all this scrub and moss. But there are too many plants. I feel like I need something more than my bare hands to get rid of them. Great. Here I was hoping all the Nazis I'd meet today were dead. Isn't it a little early for candles?
It's never too early to pay respects.
What are you doing with those candles?
Honoring the dead, of course. They fell fighting for the greater good. True German heroes. Someone needs to make a statement that their deeds will not be forgotten.
I'd better not let on what I think or what I'm up to. If there's truly something here to find, I don't want him to know. See you later.
Anytime you like.
Ugh. It says there were 2 templates built in 1933. They displayed 11 sarcophagi containing the 11 men who died during Hitler's failed coup. Nazis worshipped them as martyrs. And judging by the guy with the candles over there, some still do. The temples were destroyed. They left the foundations because of the birds and plant life growing on them. Seems Dorothea has already recovered from last night. Hey, Dorothea. Good to see you're okay.
You too. Did you shoot the shooters?
No. I punched 2 of them, though, and then everything exploded.
Sweet.
Is this your regular hangout?
No, I'm waiting for some weird musician friends from university. While I wait, I'll plan the perfect murder.
Who's the lucky person?
That asshole over there, lighting candles for the original assholes.
Ah. Well, I'll look the other way when that time comes.
Thanks. You're a pal.
JB is fine as well, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. He wouldn't stop sending me vomit emojis.
I might need your help.
No blowing up things.
Not going to happen. Probably. I need to check out something near the foundation over there. Your future victim. Over there. He's in my way.
Is this a rogue cop and torture genius psychologist team-up?
We will not murder him.
Killjoy.
Any ideas how I could get rid of him?
Have you tried engaging him in a friendly exchange of ideas? Just joking. Try poisoning him. Or lead them here and we can ambush him together.
That might just work.
And I do have a pocket knife on me. No particular reason why I'm telling you.
You mentioned a pocket knife.
Are you going to stab the Nazi?
I wasn't planning to, but now that you mention it... No, I actually need it for less stabby purposes.
Too bad. I would love to investigate a mysterious stabbing with no witnesses. But here you go.
See you around.
Later.
You again. Can't stay away, can you?
Maybe I can appeal to his sick ideology and get him away. There's some foreign guy bothering a woman.
And they still let vermin like that into our country. That's just sad. If a woman can't handle herself, she shouldn't go out alone. Couldn't happen to you, could it? You look strong and lean. Broad hips to bear many Aryan offspring.
Thanks. I feel violated. What are you doing with those?
Honoring... They felt... Some...
I'd bet if there's truly something here to... Maybe if I get him on my side or see reason, I can convince him to leave. You look like you work out a lot.
I do. Gotta do your body proud, right?
Totally. Not competing anymore, but still gotta keep this boxer body in shape.
Nice. But women should be in the household, not competing.
Maybe we can work out together sometime.
Sure, let's call it that. Just let me know when,
Now that we're friends, why don't we go and do something? Together.
I'm sorry, but my duty to our fallen heroes is more important. But I can pick you up tonight, sweetie.
Ah. What are you doing?
Honor... They felt... Someone...
If there's truly something...
Let's see if you can actually put those muscles to use. You started without me! He wasn't moving. So I had to take matters into my own hands. Could you call an ambulance? What are you doing? Dorothea! You have no idea how good this feels. Justice! He's already down. Fine. You don't want to get in trouble because of this asshole. And could you call an ambulance? Tell them you found a guy passed out. Wait, where are you off to? There's things I need to investigate. First, the weird questions. The explosion, now you're looking at ruins. I think it's great you're doing things again, but have you considered... Considered what? I don't know. Maybe this is a bit much? You just kicked an unconscious man. Don't lecture me about a bit much. Fair. Just... JB and I are a little worried, you know? I'm fine. But I need to go. Take care of yourself, Judith. And keep the pocket knife. Sounds like you'll need it. This guy and his fucking candles. Let's clean this shit up. These lights have better use elsewhere.
Ugh, there are plants in the way. I can carefully cut them away. Damn it! When will this headache stop? Alright, let's see what's down there. This looks a bit like one of those bomb shelters you find throughout Munich. But it's not deep enough for that. What is this place? Oh, damn. Why does this all look familiar to me? The pocket knife I borrowed from Dorothea. It has a bunch of useful tools. This gives me enough light in the dark. It says there were two. They displayed Nazis. The temples were destroyed. All right. Gotta follow the tunnel and see where it leads. That must be it. Let's see. What is this room? Some kind of bunker bureau? I read there was supposed to be tunnels under all the buildings the Nazis built. Didn't know they contained somewhat nice-looking salons, though. What a strange place. No. There must have been 3 pictures here. Maybe the other 2 are prettier than the one that's still left. I know art is subjective, but this... JB would probably like it. Me, my head starts hurting just by looking at it. I think I've seen this style before somewhere. There's probably a fancy name for it that I don't know. A framed picture of some crying nuns? I hate it. Let's try something else. I don't see how those 2 are... I think they're not That's Joachim von Ribbentrop, famously one of the toadiest of Nazi toads. The other person doesn't look like a Nazi at all, though. Or comfortable. But if I had evidence of me shaking a Nazi's hand, I'd also hide it. Or better, destroy it. I remember seeing myself. Ugh, damn that headache again. I remember that man from Oktoberfest. Charlie is his name, I think. And that other man? A voice. Telling me I didn't know things I wasn't worth being told. Lion, fox, frog. That's what I didn't know. And it's all gone. What am I doing with this information? There are quite a few files in here, mostly about people who pass through. One of the last entries on this list is Jay Schlulein. No surprise there. And this. This feels like the same paper from my grandpa's diary. It's locked with a number code. Hopefully there are clues inside here that can help me figure this out.
Schlein keeps using a lion as his patron animal, so this might refer to him.
Who could this refer to? What would the frog refer to? These are lost entries from the journal. This feels like the same paper from my grandpa's diary. I'll add them to the journal, too. Nothing in here. Odd. This is clearly my grandpa's handwriting. This is clearly my grandpa's handwriting. That doesn't work. I should try some... Still... That doesn't work. I should try something else. Only gibberish. Not sure if those are letters or numbers.
I think I did something wrong.
I think I'm still missing something before I can solve this.
I think they're not connected. Let's try something else. This doesn't make any sense. Nothing in here. Odd. I don't see how... I don't... That doesn't work. This doesn't make any sense. I should try... I think they're not connected. The line... A sentence that repeats my brain as if it's mocking me.
Maybe it's related to all the other objects I've found so far.
There are quite a few files. One of the... That's Joachim. The other It's locked. Hopefully there must have been... No. Let's try something else. I should try something else. I think they're not That doesn't work. Let's try something else. Let's try something else. No. I don't see how I should try. Let's try something. Let's try something else. That doesn't work. I think they're not. I don't... Let's try something. I don't... There's a frog glyph on this strange contraption. No. This doesn't make any sense. I should try. I think they're not... That doesn't work. Let's try something. I don't see... I should try. That doesn't work. I think they're not. No. Let's try something. Let's try something else. That doesn't work. This doesn't make any sense. I should try. I don't. I think they're not connected.
Shaline keeps using a line as.
I can take the picture out of the frame with the help of Dorothea's pocket knife.
There's a number written on the back of the picture. Probably I can use this code to open up the box on the table. Probably I can use this code to open up the box on the table.
It worked! Let's see what's in here. Looks like an old invitation. Grand opening of House de Const. It says the special exhibition is about degenerate art. Must have been an honor if the person living here treasured it like this.
And there is another page with handwritten notes on it. At first he lay motionless, struck by the cold stone. His bone, bare and yet so approachable. If the frog had never jumped in the end, fate would have been sealed long ago. The lion knows. He uses the 3 symbols for his flies.
Weird. JB mentioned yesterday Shaline had to leave Munich when the Nazis took over. So when he had to go, they were still constructing the House of Art, if I remember my timeline correctly. This is an invitation to the opening of the House of Art. Whoever put it in the box must have thought it was valuable. Whatever it is, I need someone else to join me because me and Art, not a great combo.
At first he lay motionless, his bone. If the frog, the lion knows.
Still nothing. Oh shit. Turning the lenses in this order makes all the lines line up. A Cistercian number. This is another Cistercian number, right? I should be able to decipher it.
Once again, deciphering a Cistercian code, no problem. It reads, 8K. A coordinate, maybe. "8K. A coordinate, maybe."
I think they're not connected.
This implies Joseph hid a metal box in the lower level of the House of Art.
I've got to dig? The House of Art is not my expertise. If I want to be sure I don't miss anything, I'll need some help. He sleeps like a baby. You up for a little field trip?
Where to?
To the House of Art. You like that place, right?
Love it! I've even got a student ticket for it, so I don't have to pay. And you neither, because I can take a +1. Field trip on a budget extravaganza!
Great. Get up and let's go.
I've never seen so many people here before.
They must be here for some sort of celebration. I wonder what's the occasion. Fortunately, no one asked us for invitations. Although it was quite fun dressing up last time.
Hey, Judith! Earth to Judith!
Sorry, I was just considering something.
I could see that. So what are we doing here?
There's something hidden away here. Something I need.
Right. Is this related to those weirdos from yesterday?
Just help me out, okay?
Did you knock someone out again? Don't look at me like that. Dorothea just texted me.
Trust me, even you would have thrown a punch.
So, what is it that you're looking for? Treasure? The Holy Grail? Purpose in life?
I knew you'd be like this.
What? Like, wanting to know why you're doing all this?
Oh, how weird. My brother cares about me. The tragedy.
Ugh. Fine. There's this thing Grandpa Wilhelm was looking into. And it turns out it's this big mystery. All these riddles and whatnot. And now, others are also going after it.
Sounds like some sort of spy shit.
Yeah, that pretty much describes it.
So cool! I'm in!
Taking the wrong lessons from what I said, as always. A security door. Probably has some important stuff hidden behind it. Now what's that supposed to be? An exhibit for toilet humor? It reads, Bending Life. 2016, Satoshi Nakamoto. Tube sculpture with aluminum alloy. Bullshit. That style. It looks just like the picture in the secret salon. If I want to do anything here, I'll have to get rid of the crowd somehow. What a weird painting. Same style again. What do you make of this?
Oh, that's what you were after? Looks like expressionism. Those people in black and white, they sorta, kinda look like nuns. Seems like they're praising this broken bone. The stuff around them, the spiky things, symbolize Mira. Must be a holy relic or something. There was a time when people traded with the bones of various saints. But it's really strange to see something like this depicted in a expressionistic print.
If I want to do anything here, I'll have to get rid of the crowd somehow. Maybe you can help me out. This piece looks very strange.
Isn't all art quite strange to you?
Will you let me finish? This shows some kind of bird with a split tail, right? And around it are suns and bones, and it's carrying a bone as well.
So, you want an interpretation of that? The sun usually represents life, and bones may symbolize mortality, but also permanency. So, my guess would be the bird is some kind of phoenix. They exist in many forms in many cultures. In Egypt, it was called the Bennu. In Persia, Hauma. Not to be confused with Hauma, a bird symbolizing a godly drink.
You have so much brain and you use it so rarely. Thanks, JB.
There's something hidden away here. Something I need.
A hidden treasure in the basement of the House of Arts. Right.
I guess it's under the House of Arts.
Well, with such a neoclassical building, you never know if the floor is old or new.
Maybe it's a good idea to take a closer look at the floor. Have you been to this exhibition before?
Nope. This one is new to me too. These are very cool though. These pieces. Some of these pieces are inspired by old artwork. Exploring questions like what do old and ancient works look like with modern techniques? Or modern interpretations. Of course, when I say modern, I'm talking about early 20th century, obviously.
Yeah, very interesting.
One day, you'll get it. But thanks for asking me along. I never know if you actually like doing things together.
I've just been busy.
Yeah, busy.
What's that supposed to mean?
Last time I checked, you were busy collecting bottles.
Listen to the pot calling the kettle black.
Ugh, sorry I brought it up.
This painting consists of several illustrations, but I don't understand what they mean. I probably need to read the description first. Wait, I can't believe I suggested that. I actually hate those. The description reads, Journey of Eternity. Approximately 1500. Unknown artist. This painting illustrates a journey of a secret recipe over the centuries. The first era illustrates the king of India, Zarathustra, and a kung fu master. The king is reading from a scroll and drinking a milky liquid known as Hauma. Legend has it that the king became immortal because of that drink. The second era shows the kung fu master meditating, now knowing the recipe for a drink of eternal life. He carved the ingredients for Hauma into his lower leg. A man is lurking behind him. He then kills him with a stone. The third era shows the man again at the Zoroastrian Tower of Silence. He has obviously drunk a glass of Hauma and his female lover is drinking it too. At the same time, a raven steals part of the secret recipe. In the fourth era, a ship is leaving the medieval city of Constantinople. 3 nuns hold a bone above their head with their hands, singing like in ecstasy. We also see a man longing for the bone and a woman about to attack him with a mysterious frog creature. In the last era, we see all of them again, walking in different directions. What a fascinating story. Now I know the chronological order of these 5 illustratings on the painting, I guess. What did the description say about this part of the painting? Let's see. The first era illustrates the king of India, Zarathustra, and a kung fu master. The king is reading from a scroll and drinking a milky liquid known as Hauma. Legend has it that the king became immortal because of that drink. Let's read that part of the description again. The second era shows the kung fu master meditating, now knowing the recipe for a drink of eternal life. He carved the ingredients for Hauma into his lower leg. A man is lurking behind him. He then kills him with a stone. Here's what the description says about this part. In the 4th era, a ship is leaving the medieval city of Constantinople. 3 nuns hold a bone above their head with their hands, singing like in ecstasy. We also see a man longing for the bone, and a woman. The 3rd era shows the man again at the Zoroastrian Tower of Silence. He has obviously drunk a glass of Hauma, and his female love. At the same time, a raven steals part of the sea. In the last era, we see all of them again. So, I need to take a closer look at these things over there. Could you go outside and make sure nobody's watching me?
You want me to be a distraction? Are you going to commit crimes?
I would never say it like that. But...
Say no more. I'm right where I need to be. Gather around, everyone. Let me tell you a little about the history of this place. Don't worry, we'll get to this room soon. Let me first show you an incredibly special piece right down this hallway.
All right, my brother's making sure nobody comes in. Let's see. Same style again. Same style again. I still can't get my head around how you can make a living by bending pipes. I hate it. The first heir, the king is legend has. The bird represents eternal life. What did the description say about the painting again? Journey of Eternity. Approximately 1500. Unknown artist. This painting illustrates a journey of a secret recipe over the centuries. The first heir, the king is reading from legend has. The second, he carved a man is lurking behind. The third, he is obvious at the same time. In the 4th, 3 nuns, we also see a man. In the last. This doesn't make any sense. That doesn't work. I should try something else. No. I don't... Let's try something. I think they're not connected. That doesn't work. Let's try something. I should try... It's a cigarette. A metallic door. Let's try something. I don't... That doesn't work. Let's try something else. This doesn't make... No. Why? 8K. A coordinate. I don't... I think they're not... I should try. I don't see how those two... Let's see now. I got it! Careful now. It's some sort of metal box, similar to the one I found in the Bavaria statue. Fortunately, this one just opens up. Inside is a stack of letters. That letter looks ancient, and this handwriting. It's difficult for me to read, and the letter is quite long. Best to break it into parts. My beloved Lord, I cry to thee looking for forgiveness, for my sins are grave and many in number. I was unfaithful to you, to my vows and my sisters. I fell in sinful love with a man. I deceived you, but in the end, I deceived him also. In Constantinople, my sisters and I deciphered the text about a holy relic. It probably referred to the holy saint of Thessalonica. So, we have love, betrayal, and some ancient relic. I think I'm in for an interesting read. The mysterious relic the nuns brought with them. I wonder if the nun paintings I've seen in the salon in the House of Arts are somehow connected to the nuns I've read about in this letter. Assuming the nun's relic and the bone are the same object. And JB said the bird, Phoenix, Hauma bird, whatever, represents eternal life. That means the nuns brought something with them that makes people immortal. How? I mean, assuming for a moment reality is on a break and all this stuff is possible. I think they're not connected. The relic the nuns found brings eternal life. I should try. Today, I wish we had never learned of this relic. But as we did so, did this man, whom I loved and betrayed in equal parts, learned of us in our findings. A man of state, a businessman, educated and handsome. Venerable and tall, like his name, Maximilian Alexander Primus. I fell in love with him, but I wasn't able to protect him. Maximilian Alexander Primus. That's quite the mouthful. For some reason, I think of some Roman gladiator or a Spartan soldier. The man the nuns encountered on their travels and who wanted the bone for himself. That doesn't work. Let's try something else. I should try some. At first he lay his bone. If the frog had never jumped, the lion. I think they're not connected. That doesn't work. My sisters and I were supposed to bring the bone across the Black Sea to Europe. I thought Maximilian a Christian man because he promised to help us with this dangerous journey. Later, I learned he had wanted the bone for himself. I nearly helped him achieve that goal, betraying my sisters in act and not just in mind. He showed us a way out of Constantinople, but we were stopped by a young woman, pretty as a picture. And as dangerous as she was beautiful, she and him fought. They fell into the floods during the crossing. We could only save the bone of Thessaloniki, but unfortunately not us. Alright, so according to this, they really did find that holy relic. And there's another person after it as well. Or maybe another lover exacting revenge after this guy ran off with a bunch of nuns? When we arrived ashore, we found ourselves in a country we did not know, with a language we did not speak. We fell prey to carnal lust and could not return to our Italian homeland. We had to separate. 2 of my sisters had become pregnant, and we parted ways. My new home is here in Munich. I have new sisters who take good care of me. But still, I fear all the travels and suffering will take their toll soon. I did hold on to the bone that was so important to my beloved Maximilian. After I saw him fall into the waters, I couldn't bring myself to give it up to the church after all. Tonight, I will bury it in a safe, sacred place. I have never quite given up hope that Maximilian survived his fight. I beg of you, dear Lord, I'll gladly endure purgatory if only you spare Maximilian for me. Please, make it so that these pages will find him. He will know what to do. In eternal reverence to you, Sister Bladina. Pages? Plural? But it's just the one. Or am I missing something? Somehow, this gives just as many questions as it answers things. Okay, so this nun, Sister Blondina, she brought the bone to Munich in the end. Well, now I can see why Joseph hid this. Just what is going on?
Judith, I better leave. I think they're becoming mistrustful. See ya, bye.
Of course, JB.
Okay, so this nun, Sister Blondina, she brought the bone to Munich in the end. Let's try something else. No. I don't see how those two... This doesn't make any sense. A security door.
Let's see if I can bring everything together and figure out what's going on. Huh? Something just changed in the other room. I think somebody is about to hold a speech.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's been a while since I've had to entertain such a crowd. Last time, I can assure you the uniforms were very different. But that is all in the past that should never be celebrated, never be repeated. Instead, I'd like to celebrate my gift to this museum. When I first heard of this painting, I knew it should be given to the people of Munich. It is an exemplary piece of history, both old and modern. A true celebration of what we are about as a people, as Bavarians. I can only say so many words. Now, it's time for you all to form your own.
That man... I know him. But from where? Damn, my head again. That headache.
I need to figure out what was going on when I blacked out. And I think this man has something to do with it. And I need to do this right now. Is there something in my possession that could trigger my memories?
No. Let's try something else. That doesn't work. Let's try something else. I don't see... I remember it now. I remember it now. I remember what happened last night. What? Where am I? Why is everything so unclear? But I'm in one piece. And I can still feel my grandpa's journal in my pocket.
I remember... There were candles left and right. There is a matchbox I used to light them.
My mind is too confused to focus on anything else. My mind is too confused.
Hey! Oh, right. Something happened. Somebody brought me here. Did they drug me? There's this strange white powder all over my face and clothes.
Whatever this is, it's giving me a huge headache.
Let's see if Grandpa mentioned anything about this. Oh, something stuck to this page. A sheet of some sort of thin leather. No. What? According to the description in the journal, I should roll this up into a cigarette. Huh. Never thought my freaking abuse of smokables would come in handy. A fresh scorpion skin cigarette.
I should try something. I think they're not connected.
There were candles left.
A lit cigarette.
If the journal is correct, this should help me clear my head. That's exactly what I needed.
What is that painting? If I'm careful, I can escape.
And where do you think you're going?
Charlie, is that any way to greet our guest? Ah, Miss Hartman. So nice to meet you. I'm sorry we are meeting under these circumstances, but I assure you, I don't mean any harm.
You abduct me and drug me, and you don't mean any harm. I hate to see what you'd do to me if you did.
I'd hate to see that for you, too.
What do you want from me?
Your investigation, Miss Hartman. I've been following it with some interest. You're getting further than most people.
Who are you?
My name is Maximilian Alexander Primus. But at some point, my adversary started referring to me as Map. And I suppose it stuck around. You must still have many questions.
What am I doing here?
I wanted to have a conversation. In an environment of my choice under my control.
You abduct people just to have a conversation with them?
I do. Does that worry you?
Just seems a little psycho.
Spoken like a person who doesn't share my life experiences. But now that we're talking, I realize you're a lot further than I'd hoped. I'll just have to move quicker. Charlie, prepare the sketches. We want them there next dawn. And once we're done, destroy everything still here. What else would you like to know?
What do you know about me?
Charlie told me about the events at the Oktoberfest. And I understand that you're currently following Schulein's trail.
What is it to you?
You're dealing with the legacy of people I used to know quite well. Take Joseph, for instance.
How do you know about him?
We go way back. But that story is for another time. You must still have many questions.
I think I'd like to hear that story now.
Understandable. But you're asking me to explain the ocean to a mole. You have no idea what you're even looking for. I don't think you even know the lion, the fox, and the frog, do you? Figures. Let me tell you that Joseph was a thief and a fool of a man. The lame fools will go to protect what they believe is their legacy. Perhaps that's why your grandfather and him got along. Well, before he ruined that, as he did with everything. But, you know, Judith, sometimes it's best to just live your life and not engage with such foolery. What else would you like to know?
What do you know about my grandfather?
I thought I'd meet you one day. Like grandfather, like granddaughter, right? I know he gave up on his quest when family became involved. I told him, you know, if he pressed his luck, people could die. I just hoped it wasn't anyone he truly cared about. It was uncalled for.
What are you talking about?
You don't know? About your grandfather, your parents? Shame. You must still have many questions.
What do you know about my grandfather?
I know he gave up on his quest when I told if he I just what else?
Tell me about my parents.
Not so fast. I've already told you so much. I want something in return.
Ask me anything.
Not an answer, an item. Miss Hartman, the journal. Give me the journal and I'll tell you everything.
First, you tell me all these things that raise so many questions. And now you tell me you won't answer any of it until I give you the journal. No, I don't play that game.
Shoot yourself. Just know I can tell you anything you'd ever want to know. Should you change your mind, call me. Charlie, can you ensure our guest returns home safely?
Of course.
So that's what happened. So this man...
A business card with a number and the initials MAP.
I should try some... Why should I call this bastard? I think they're not No. Let's try something else. Let's try something that doesn't work. I don't see how those... Why should I... I should try... This doesn't make... I don't see... That doesn't work. Let's try some... Maximilian, is it a coincidence? Or is that bastard that abducted me related to the person in this letter? Or are they the same person? What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. I think they're not connected. What a strange place. Are both of them the same person? Let's try something else. If the bone gives eternal life, again, assuming this kind of stuff is even possible, the slimy dude could be the same person as the one in the letter. How old would he be now? At least some 100 years, right? That's That's crazy. He can't be. But if so, it means he was in possession of the bone once and became immortal. But then he lost it. The nuns found it. The bone that made Maximilian immortal. The bone that made Maximilian immortal. So, the immortal guy loses the relic that makes people immortal. The nuns bring it to Munich. If I were to believe this is real for a moment, does it mean the bone's still here? In Munich? If this story is true, it's possible the bone is still somewhere in Munich. I don't see how those... I should try some... I think they're not... This doesn't make any... That doesn't work. I think they're not... No. This map guy wants the bone, and for some reason he needs me to find it. Why? Oh, Shaline and Grandpa must have been searching for it as well. And maybe Shaline found it and left some breadcrumbs for Grandpa? But why? I feel like there's a gap. I'm missing some information. Anyway, I start following this trail and I make progress. Somehow, that immortal guy finds out about it. And then he wants me to work for him. Why? He surely knows more about the bone than I do. But maybe not where it is? I must know something he doesn't. My grandpa's journal. It contains the information Map lacks, along with the stuff from Shalina I already found.
This is all such a mindfuck. Like, am I buying into all that? Relics and immortals and a nun and...
Oh, fuck. I should go.
Judith! I didn't expect to see you here. I'm sorry, everyone. I just happened to see a friend I had not seen for a long time. Please, excuse me. As for us, let's go somewhere more quiet.
I'm not going anywhere. Not until I have answers. I found the letter. You got some explaining to do.
And like I've told you, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. But first, you know what I want. The journal, Judith. Give it to me and I'll tell you anything.
I'm not giving up my only guide. But I do want answers. I'll make him answer. If this story is true, it's possible the bone is still somewhere in Munich. If this story is true, the bone that made Max... Let's try something else. A business card. Who should I call? Map. Tell me what's happening here. Because I won't hesitate to be at the end of your very, very long tale.
A weapon? Judith, you know better than to choose violence.
Do I? If you've been paying any attention to me, you know I do this.
Charlie, get the journal. Now.
am I? What happened? What is this place? This woman, did she rescue me? Why? I have to find out what's going on.